There was a time when connecting people wasn't just a slogan, it felt like a fact. In the early 2000s, Nokia didn't compete in phones, it defined them. Durable hardware, week-long batteries, and a catalog that touched every budget made Nokia the world's go-to brand. But dominance in one era often plants the seeds of trouble in the next. Here's how Nokia rose to the top, missed a platform shift, and reinvented itself. Nokia's story began far from smartphones. In the late 19th century, it was a paper mill, then rubber boots and cables. By the 1980s, it focused on telecommunications and rode a perfect wave. The GSM standard spread globally, mobile phones got cheaper, and texting became a new social language. Nokia executed with ruthless consistency. It built reliable devices, shipped them at scale, and iterated fast. Meanwhile, a software platform called Symbian powered its early smartphones, calendars, email, even basic apps, years before app stores became mainstream. For a while, this was enough. In 2007, the industry's center of gravity shifted. Touch interfaces matured. Mobile browsers finally felt like the web, not a postcard of it. And crucially, software ecosystems, the ability for third-party developers to build, update, and monetize apps, became the battlefield. Nokia had the pieces, but not the posture. Symbian was powerful, yet hard to develop for. Internally, multiple teams pursued overlapping strategies. A promising Linux-based path existed, but momentum kept pulling resources back to older platforms. The world was moving from hardware catalogs to software ecosystems, and Nokia was optimized for the older game. When a platform shift happens, companies face a trap. Do you protect what you're great at or cannibalize it to learn the new thing? Nokia tried to protect. Competitors embraced the pain of transition. The result? Developers, carriers, and consumers moved where the best apps and experiences lived. With its phone business under pressure, Nokia made a hard choice: partner up and focus. It doubled down on a new operating system strategy, but adoption lagged. Eventually, the devices unit was sold off. Many people thought that was the end of the story. It wasn't. What survived was a different Nokia, the networks company. Instead of the phone in your hand, it built the infrastructure your phone depends on: radio equipment, core networks, and services that operators use to run modern 4G and 5G. A major acquisition strengthened this pivot, and the business refocused around carriers and enterprise customers. In other words, Nokia went from consumer icon to infrastructure backbone, less visible, more technical, and once again essential. Lesson 1. Hardware fades, platforms endure. Nokia won the hardware era. The App Store era rewarded companies that treated software and developer experience as the product. Lesson 2. Optimize for the next game, not the current one. Organizational charts are fossil records of old successes. When the game changes, old strengths can slow you down. Lesson 3. Be willing to shrink to grow. Exiting a business can look like failure. Sometimes it's a necessary amputation to save the patient. Lesson 4. Pick one bet you can resource well. Competing roadmaps confuse teams and partners. Focus turns plans into momentum. Nokia's arc isn't just corporate trivia. It's a mirror for creators, startups, and industry giants. The next platform shift, AI, spatial computing, something we don't see yet, will reward those who relearn fast. If you took value from this story, subscribe for more strategy that actually happened.